3, 2, 1. Yo, what's happening, guys? It's your boy Wolfie here. We are back. Now, the first thing you want to do on this video, as always, is hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and also hit that bell so you do get a notification every time I do drop a new video. But if you are regular around here, you will know that it is 11 AM UK time every day without fail. Sometimes even twice in a day if you're lucky, a little double upload. But today isn't one of them days. Is Friday going to be one of them days? No, I don't think so. And last but not least, if you want to go and drop my Twitch channel a follow, it's down in the description below. www.twitch.tv/Connor Woolf. I stream all of my weekend league games, all of my rewards, all of that good stuff is down on my Twitch channel. We are basically 17,000 followers now, so big ups for the mad support on that. Now, what I've got for you today in today's video is why is, in my opinion, just of course my professional opinion, why is the 4-4-2 as of right now the most effective and the best meta formation in FIFA 20? There's a few reasons why I think this is happened, mainly because of just how good the team of the season defenders are now, that I really do think that you do just need 2 strikers now on FIFA 20. This is of course just coming from my opinion, my personal dealings with the game and my just experience with it. I will also show you the custom tactics that I do use as of right now with the 4-4-2 that I will be using this weekend league with both my RTG team and my past and present Man United team. I'm really looking forward to it. I think today's video is going to be a good one. So let's not waste any time, let's get straight into it. Now, this is my team as of right now. My team will be changing in a few hours time. Anyway, this isn't the team that I'm using this weekend league because I have got, actually you've seen it right now, actually the video. I have got untradeable Atal, I have got Red Awar, Red Depay. So I want to get a few of these Liga players in there. So I will be changing the team up quite a bit actually, if I'm being honest. But how do I set the team up in a 4-4-2 in game? It's quite obvious when you actually think about it. But how would I set it up with a 4-4-2? This is just the formation and the custom tactics that I use straight from minute 1, okay? So, the reason that the depth is 3 is because in the 4-4-2, you don't have the defensive cover that you have in the 4-2-3-1, so it is... Excuse me, I just burped, that was horrible, I do apologise. So you don't have the defensive capabilities that you have in the 4-2-3-1. So because of that, I normally play on 4 or 5 depth in the 4-2-3-1. But then obviously switching over to the 4-4-2, I do play 3 depth just to keep my team a lot more solid. It's something that I would recommend for you guys to do if you do struggle defensively. If you don't struggle defensively in a 4-4-2, I would highly recommend 5 depth. But even me, I'm not the greatest defender in the world, so I do need that extra cover. 5 width is a very good starting point. I never really like to change the width in a 4-4-2. I just find it the best. And the defensive style for me is balanced. You can play pressure on every touch. If you're someone that is a good defender, I would recommend you playing 5-5 with pressure on heavy touch in a 4-4-2 because you can really suffocate your opponent very well when you play like this. But for me personally, at the moment and this weekend, I will be using balance with 3 depth and 5 width. The offensive style is balanced. I was trying long ball out, but I just find it a little bit too... I find the gap between where I want to pass the ball and my players, I just find it a little bit too big, okay? Because like when you go on long ball, your players do make a lot more forward runs in behind. So for me, it's just not something that I'm really... I tried it for a few weekends, but I wasn't sold with it. I think balance for me just suits me better. The width on the offensive style, I do play on 6. Because with the 4-4-2, I like to up my width just a little bit, so they're a little bit wider. I like my left and right mid just for the way I play, to really almost not hug the touchline, but be very wide. Stretch the pitch as much as you can, you know. The players in the box I have on 4. I did used to play on 6. I used to play, if you've seen my other 4-4-2 custom tactics videos, I did used to play 6 and 6. But I find actually, I know it sounds weird, the less players you have in the box, the easier it is to break down someone that's playing drop back or park the bus. I know that might sound really weird to you guys, but it just works. I don't really know why. The corners and the free kicks, I always leave on 2 and 2. I find them to be the most balanced style. You will have to change it from the default. The default will be 3 and 3, so you want to lower that straight down to 2. The amount of times I've played on 3 and 3 and conceded from my own corner, from like my own corner or my own free kick is actually delusional. So you want to lower it down to 2 and 2, 100%. That is something I would 1 million trillion billion% for you to recommend. Now, in the 4-4-2, why is it so overpowered at the moment? Now, a lot of people don't realise this, but with the 4-4-2, when you just look at it on the map, okay? I was going to show you with my arrow, but you can't see the arrow, right? You've got players in every corner of the pitch. Like, every part of the pitch that you want a player, you've got a player, okay? Obviously, your right mids will push up to cover your right striker a little bit. Your left mid will push up to help your left striker out a little bit. And when that happens, then your fullbacks will move forward a little bit. So in terms of the passing lanes and stuff like this, the 4-4-2 is a very, very, very effective formation in terms of seeing the patterns of the play. But a bit of a key tip with the 4-4-2 is try not to drag your two centre mids out as much as you can, because if you drag one of your centre mids out, you've got a big gaping hole that's going to be pushing down straight onto your two centre backs, and you will be in trouble. I don't care how good you are defensively. If you start dragging your two centre mids out of position in the 4-4-2, you're going to be in a big world of trouble. So you want to try and avoid doing that as much as possible. It's something in the 4-4-2 that I'm trying to learn at the moment, is just not really drag my centre mids out. It's because it's a little bit hard for me as well, because I'm so aggressive with my defending and stuff like this. Pushing my players out of position really comes naturally to me, but it's something that I'm really having to work on at the moment. So it's something that you guys definitely should work on as well. What you're going to be looking for, okay, is this. The reason why this doesn't work for me at the moment, but I'm going to be having a new team this weekend league anyway, so ignore this, but kind of don't ignore it. You're going to want, on your left mid and your right mid, you're going to want absolutely rapid players. You're going to want high 90s, mid 90s players at the worst case scenario. Because, and also what you're going to want as well is if you can get one of them to have a 5-star weak foot as well. So like a left mid and right mid with a 5-star weak foot, that'd be absolutely huge, but not imperative, okay? Not imperative. But where a 5-star weak foot or, okay, not both, or a 5-star skill is so important is up front, okay? It's why, for me, Marco Reus basically has a 5-star weak foot, okay, because he's got the outside of the foot shot trait. So if you get it on his left foot, he will actually hit it with the outside of his right foot, which is very OP this year. And then Promise, for me, obviously has a 5-star skill moves, but I will be changing it this weekend. I won't be using Promise and Reus up front. I want someone with 5-star weak foot and 5-star skills. Fact. I just think up front in a 4-4-2, you need one or the other. You need one of them to have 5-star skill moves and one of them to have 5-star weak foot. You just need it. It will make your life a whole lot easier, because the defensive AI is so good this year, and especially now with Team of the Season. The Team of the Season defenders cards are so overpowered that you need the 5-star weak foot, because you need to be able to turn on either foot and just shoot goal. You know what I'm saying? So it's really something that you need to be looking at. Now, your two centre mids, what you are going to want, in my opinion, is you're going to want someone that can play, I call like the ball playing midfielder. So, for example, like a Kimmich and a War, someone like that. And then an out-and-out CDM, so someone like a Witsel, someone like a Vieira, one of these players, okay? The reason that you're going to want that is just so you have a balance. One of your CDM, one of your centre mids can be able to get forward and score the goals while the other will sit. And then, as always, on your fullbacks and on your defenders, as long as they're quick, on your fullbacks, it's all that matters. And as long as they're quick and got a good agility and balance on your centre-backs, that's all that matters as well. Now, the player instructions, what I'm using at the moment in the 4-4-2 are getting behind and come back on defence on both your strikers. Okay, this is a very key point. Like I always say on the 4-4-2 custom tactics, the comeback on defence is actually an offensive move rather than a defensive move, because what it actually does is when you get the ball back, your two strikers are in a better position to receive the ball, rather than what you'll find is if you have them both on stay forward, is you'll have a massive gap from your centre mids and your two strikers, which you don't want, okay? So put them on comeback on defence and just, you'll reap the rewards attacking play, trust me. On my left mid, I have comeback on defence, getting behind and getting to the box for cross. I have the comeback on defence on my left mid and my right mid, because in the 4-4-2, it's a lot harder to defend than a 4-2-3-1. You'll see in a 4-2-3-1, I have my three cams on balance, whereas in the 4-4-2, I have my left mid and right mid on comeback on defence, just to help out the defensive duties. The two centre mids do get very isolated if you leave these on balanced defensive support, so I'd 100% recommend putting them on comeback on defence, getting behind on the support runs, and getting to the box for cross is a key attacking play as well. Make sure you put your left mid and your right mid on getting to the box for cross. It will help you tenfold in the attacking play in a 4-4-2, okay? And then, as always, like I say, my left centre mid is what I call like the ball playing centre mid, the one that's going to get forward and score goals. So I leave him on balanced everything and then just cover centre. Your right centre mid, you are then going to want on stay back while attacking and cover centre, because for me, my right centre mid is always the one that I call the CDM, the one that out and out CDM. But if you want your right centre mid to be the ball playing one and your left centre mid to be the one that stays back, then obviously just switch the player instructions around. It's as simple as that. But for me, I don't know why, I've just always had the left one on get forward and the right one on stay back. No reason being, it doesn't help. It's just something that I do. I'm a man of habit, and it's just a habit. Now, I have stay back while attacking and overlap on my fullbacks, which I presume all of you guys will have. The overlap run is irrelevant because they're on stay back while attacking. I just use it like with the right and left centre mid, just out of habit. And then, of course, your two centre-backs are going to be on stay-back while attacking. And then your left-back is going to be on stay-back while attacking and overlap. And then the keeper, I never touch the keeper. I know some people were like, oh, do you come for crosses? Do you leave them on sweeper keeper? What do you do? I just leave them on completely balanced. I don't like touching the goalkeeper's player instructions just in case it absolutely messes them up. But like I said, that's the reason why. The reason why I think 4-4-2 is just the most overpowered formation this year is because with how good the defensive team of the season cards are, you need, in my opinion, the 2 strikers to help out. You need the 2 strikers. You need one with 5-star weak foot so he can turn and just shoot on either foot. You need one with 5-star skill move so he can elastico to the near post shot. You know, these are definitely key stats that you need to be looking at. But that is going to be the end of the video. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Have a blessed weekend, and I hope... Wait, yeah, it's the weekend now. It's Friday. I have a blessed weekend, League, and I hope you do well, and I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.